winemaking, which my parents did, grandparents did, all of our friends did. In today's world, we don't have that chance to do that as we did back then. So we thought, let's put those memories into reality. Let's make some wine together. Let's do those things that we recall and we love so much that we did with our parents and our families. We just took cases of Malbec grape. Malbec is a grape grown in Argentina these days, and Chile. It's a French grape, if I'm not mistaken, that years ago was imported to South America. So we just crushed a number of boxes, I think it was 42 boxes of Malbec grape, put them through a machine that separates the stems and the leaves from the grapes themselves, and they ferment. They ferment for 6-7 days till the sugar burns off, after which we press them, which will happen next week.
And which we're going to feed it by gravity down to the bottle filler in order to start the process of bottling the wine.
So wine. We are just putting it in here and he seals it and voila.
Great job. On the trumpet.
So, you remember the days when Grandpa used to bring you down the base and make you, dump the grapes into the crusher, ratchet, you used to have the old-fashioned ratchet presses and all. You remember a little bit of it, but you don't remember the exact details of the process. So what we ended up doing here is the whole idea was we want to get people back to the feeling of their roots, their Italian roots, their Italian heritage, and basically what we do there is we fill in the gaps for people so we take you through the steps of making wine. And what it is more of a hands-on course. It gets you involved in the process.
And I recall my grandfather taking the skins, after we pressed the skins up, add a little bit of water to it, he'd get every last drop out of those skins.
My sister, I have a sister who's 64 and a brother who's 61, and all they said was every day, and they said we would turn and turn, and you'd see maybe that much come out. And Grandpa John, my grandfather, that's a little more. And then the next day, again, that's a little more.
My best friend got married years ago, and we made wine in his basement right after he got married. And his wife called me and she said, Frank, the wine's great and everything, but what are all these flies in my house? All the fruit flies. The house will be loaded with fruit flies for about a month after that.
Yeah.
We're making wine the same way it was made 2,000, 3,000 years ago, except for the equipment. And it's a neat thing. It allows us to touch our past, it seems to me. We're all passionate about it, and we love the fact that you're experiencing it with us.